Good evening and welcome to Global Lens News. I'm Saadia Afzaal. Today, the first official session of the Board of Peace is being held in Washington, D.C., chaired by US President Donald Trump. More than 40 countries plus the European Union are attending, although some key UN Security Council powers are not present. Heads of state, foreign ministers, and senior officials are in Washington for this summit. On the same day, the UN Security Council has held high-level discussions about Gaza, underscoring continued instability and calling for a solidified ceasefire. What the Gaza Board of Peace actually is. A multinational body initiated by the US President Donald Trump under his 20-point Gaza peace plan. It's tied to a UN Security Council resolution, Resolution 2803, that formalized international cooperation on ending hostilities and rebuilding the Gaza Strip. The board's stated focus is on humanitarian aid, reconstruction of Gaza, moving towards a permanent ceasefire, and supporting creation of governance and security structures, seen as part of the second phase of the peace implementation after a fragile ceasefire following years of war. Important point to remember is that it is not a traditional UN peacekeeping body, but rather a US-led multi-country initiative that can operate alongside the UN system. The board includes roughly 20-plus countries, with several Muslim-majority states signing on early: Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, Turkey, and Pakistan. Plus a number of others from across regions. Some are attending the first formal meeting in Washington with lower-level delegations or as just observers. These countries' participation is often framed as supporting reconstruction, humanitarian relief, and a permanent ceasefire. A core focus is unveiling more than $5 billion in pledges from member states for humanitarian aid and reconstruction of the devastated Gaza Strip. Leaders are expected to discuss and formalize plans for a proposed International Stabilization Force, ISF, a multinational security contingent meant to help keep the ceasefire and support reconstruction security. The first confirmed troop contribution has come from Indonesia, which may deploy up to thousands of personnel several months from now. Meeting participants are expected to begin formalizing how the board will operate, its secretariat, mandate, membership roles, and how it will coordinate with existing UN and humanitarian bodies. A key and still unresolved issue on the table is Hamas disarmament and who negotiates with Palestinian actors, as the board has no direct representation from Gaza's leadership. What's likely to happen today? You might see formal announcements on funding commitments. $5 billion plus in pledges will be publicly confirmed. Statements by Trump and senior officials laying out the board's roadmap and priorities. Discussions on the stabilization force, though deployment won't start immediately. Formal adoption of internal rules and membership definitions, a foundational step towards future coordination. But it's unlikely that today's session will resolve Hamas disarmament, which is still a deep point of contention. It will resolve immediate deployment of peacekeepers, not happening because forces are planned but won't be on the ground yet. And what is not happening is a fully detailed governance roadmap for Gaza. You won't see it happening because discussions will continue. Many countries are participating with cautious endorsement, especially on humanitarian relief and reconstruction. Several major Western powers like France, Germany, and UK opted not to formally join and are watching as observers or through the UN. Some see the board's first session as more symbolic than substantive, a diplomatic gathering that will set frameworks rather than solve Gaza's deep political challenges. This is Saadia Afzaal for Global Lens News.